Hey, okay, so I want to make a video about something that I've talked about in another video about holding my breath. And I'm realizing now that a lot of my videos are about very similar things. I seem to talk about the same things all the time. Mostly anxiety, heart palpitations, holding my breath, panic attacks. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what I keep talking about, but that's just what I'm suffering from, and I'm not cured of it, so I'd like to think that I keep learning new things as I make new videos, but I don't know. Anyways, I was driving today in rush hour traffic, and my heart palpitated, and it was really weird because as I was driving, I was thinking about why do I hold my breath. Like I was thinking about that, and as I was thinking about that, my heart pounded off my chest, and then I realized that I was holding my breath. So you would think that because I was thinking about holding my breath, that I would consciously be aware of that, and I wouldn't have been doing it, but like subconsciously, I really was holding my breath, and it made my heart palpitate. I know anxiety makes my heart palpitate, but I wasn't having anxiety. It was just, holding my breath. So I also want to talk about this really weird sensation that I get, and I know it's something to do with holding my breath, but I think whenever my heart palpitates, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place now. I'm thinking of so many things. When my heart palpitates, after it palpitates, I realize that I was holding my breath completely. I don't know why, but I was holding my breath completely, and I knew I was doing that after my heart palpitates. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I was holding my breath, and I understand why that happened. But there are times where my heart will palpitate, or I'll get this really weird sensation, and I won't then be aware that I was holding my breath. For example, sometimes when I'm walking around my apartment not doing anything strenuous, I'll get this really weird sensation, almost like I don't have enough air in my body. Like there's not enough air in my lungs. I don't know, that's the best way I can describe it. And like I'll have to like take a deep breath, and then I do that, and then my heart slams off my chest usually, and then I'll be okay a few seconds later. It's really weird. And then also sometimes I feel like I don't get enough air to my head. As weird as that sounds, like I'll stand up really fast, and like I won't black out, but it feels like I'm almost going to black out. I have blacked out just for maybe a half a second before, but this was years ago. But lately, I don't black out, but I'll stand up really fast, and like I'll get dizzy for like a half of a second, and I feel like I'm almost going to black out, like air's not getting in my head, and then I'll breathe, and then I'll be okay, and again, usually my heart slams off my chest, and I'm not doing anything strenuous. I'll either just be standing up. It's not like I just went from laying down and just jumped up. I mean, like normal, I'll just stand up, normally, not in a rush or anything. Or I'll be walking around my apartment, like I said, and not running, not jogging, I don't know. It will just happen. I have no idea. It's weird. And I have been checked for asthma years and years ago because I convinced myself that the reason that this was happening, and a light bulb's going off right now as I'm saying this, because I realize that, I really do have an anxiety disorder as I'm saying this, that when you convince yourself you have something without any medical backup, that usually is a sign of some type of anxiety, which I know I have. Anyways, I convinced myself that I had asthma, and then what's really funny is I think at the time that I convinced myself I had asthma, all these commercials for that purple round circular thing, I think it was called Advair. I used to see those commercials on TV all the time, and that was around the same time that I convinced myself I had asthma. Yes, I know, it's all anxiety. It sucks. Anyways, so I went to the doctor and they did a bunch of tests, and I did that breathing test where I had to breathe in that tube, and I don't have asthma at all. I don't even have slight asthma, but I do remember the doctor giving me an inhaler, which I think I got filled but never used, and that was years ago, and I don't have one now. But why did the doctor give me an inhaler if I didn't have asthma? I don't know. Probably to make me mentally think I would be okay. Who knows? Anyway, so does anyone get this weird, like, air goes out of your lungs, not enough air getting to your head? And like I said, it's not necessarily holding my breath, because after my heart palpitates, I'm aware that I was holding my breath, or when I'm really concentrating on something. But this is this is like similar but separate. I'll be walking, and like the air will just like almost leave me. So maybe I'm just partially holding my breath, or maybe I'm having shallow breathing. So I've gotten a lot of emails and comments about, practice deep breathing. And this is going to sound really weird, but when I start to breathe deeply, I almost feel like shortness of breath, almost like I can't breathe after breathing deeply for several times. I almost feel like that makes me not be able to breathe. I don't know, that's probably something with anxiety too. But so does anybody have any other experiences with this, or do you have any suggestions? Email me, hope4anxiety, HOPE, 4 anxiety @yahoo.com. Leave a message below or a video comment. Thanks.